I framed?
Yeah. I framed you up earlier.
Okay.
You want to look?
Cool.
I got you.
I see your hand.
Oh, yeah.
It's like your hand was across the screen. All I saw was your arm.
You want to see how well you're framed up?
Oh, well, and that's how we start this thing.
Yep.
I hope like you cut as your arms like going out of frame, so they're just like, what the fuck just happened? Welcome back to Am I the Asshole? The asshole am I?
You said you weren't going to do that anymore. Joe is a liar. You heard it here first. English is hard.
Yes, and for anybody wondering what we were talking about, I do want to tell you this because it's actually pretty neat. So we both have Apple Watches.
Yep.
And for anybody who doesn't know, we actually record with our iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody out there, whoever wants to get into content creation, say you don't have what you need, bullshit. You have what you need in your pocket.
It's in your pocket.
So, and actually, as a matter of fact, I don't know if anybody knows this, we've recorded every single episode with our phones.
Yep.
So, bang.
Yep. Every single one.
But Sam learned today that with his Apple Watch, which I have one as well, I never even tried this. Everyone knows that we always have that moment during the show where we have to check to see if we're like still recording.
Yep.
Because it's that nervous anxiety of like, oh shit.
Oh, I gotta be careful. The little dial changes the zoom, which that's actually pretty fucking cool. But I gotta not do that when we're actually talking. So I'll click out of that. I'll just use it to check on it every now and then. Because also the reason I brought that up, because I knew it was there, I just didn't know how robust it was. I was like, I need to check this. Because the episode we just put out as of recording this, the last 7 minutes of my recording just stopped for some reason.
Yeah, I wonder how many people actually caught that.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people will treat ours like not so much as a video, but as a podcast. Even though it was an Am I the Asshole segment, but like we say everything out loud, so it's basically a podcast. So,
but we didn't catch it in the heat of it. Like
not
we didn't
in the heat of it. No,
we didn't see this until like 2 weeks later. You were editing it, and you were like, "Oh, by the way."
Well, it's funny because I dragged the audio in, and then I dragged yours in, and it was like shorter. I was like, "Oh, did I get the wrong file?" Like, and then I checked, and it just cut off, and I was like, "Oh no,
oh no,
oh no, a dingo baby."
Shout out to Sasha. You dribbled again, dog.
Brother, I'm lactating
the
today.
Second time.
Well, this like I should have gotten the straw.
You should have. They offered the straw. You have some in your beard.
I'm just gonna leave
I'll get it for you. Come here.
Sometimes when we touch, that was actually kind of hot. I mean,
it's that premium content. You better blur that shit out later and make them pay for it.
Let us know in the comments if you want to pay for some ginger on ginger.
He'll slow
action.
it down for you too.
Oh yeah, I'll zoom in with my watch.
Here's the best part. This has nothing to do with today's episode.
Nothing at all. It never does.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Because I just had my finger in your mouth, Sam. You get to tell the people.
Ooh, hot. Yeah.
What we're talking about today?
So today we're talking about some Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because
it's
2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
No,
2 days
sorry. after. 2 days after.
Wrong. So we did our schedule before this.
Yep.
For releasing this, this is the Saturday prior.
This is the Saturday prior. Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So this is coming out right before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Next week you'll see our Black Friday edition.
Yep.
Am I the Asshole? And it's gonna be bloody.
Yeah.
You know, what'd be sick. What if? And this just as for future reference, maybe if possible, we ever get a chance to do this. I have a full rig set up where we could absolutely go like
absolutely not
public.
No.
Could you imagine? Like, do you feel like you're an asshole for hitting that old lady for the chair?
No.
Thanks.
A couple problems with that. One, I work Black Friday.
True.
Yeah. Two, I work Black Friday.
I say I can't solo dolo that one.
No, I mean you could. But, yeah.
Let's go out to the field. 5 minutes later, let's get back to the desk. It's just you sitting there like, how you feeling? I'm just like bruised.
Yeah. You're just clutching a TV with it.
I got it.
I killed 6 people to get it, but I got it.
my God. Okay. Thanksgiving, Am I the Asshole edition. This coming week is Thanksgiving, we hope.
Yep.
You all have an amazing time with your families. But of course, in order to do that, you have to subscribe.
You have to. Otherwise, you're not going to have a good time.
That's right.
That's how the world works. Don't think about it.
Subscribe.
Yeah. This is a sexual
I already
episode.
put my finger in your mouth to finish this next, buddy. Unintentional, boy.
Oh, God. I ain't no snake.
All right, let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, you're up. Go.
All right. Am I the asshole? By the way, did I dribble anymore? I took another drink.
I don't. Yeah, you're good.
Good.
Yeah, good.
All right. Because otherwise, am I the asshole for calling?
I don't know what's wrong with us right now.
I don't know either. We're caffeinated.
Cheers.
I'm normally not caffeinated, so that might be part of it. But am I the asshole for calling my son's wife disrespectful for bringing her own food to my Thanksgiving dinner? We can go ahead and scroll it down just a smidge so we don't scroll down later. Thanks, because I will reboot like a computer. I'll preface this by saying that my 45-year-old son, or my 45-year-old person who has a son named Tim who's 23, recently got married to his now wife, Sarah, who's 22. We get along just fine as a family. Though she tends to act passive-aggressively sometimes, she loves food and is always open to trying my cooking. She said my cooking was amazing, though she made few negative comments about certain meals and advised me to use XYZ ingredients next time. I invited them over Thanksgiving yesterday. The whole family was there, the bell rang, and I opened the door to see Tim and Sarah. Sarah was carrying what seemed to be a container. I didn't ask about it, nor paid much attention to it. Everyone sat down to eat after I set up the table and put dinner on it. My main dish was the traditional Thanksgiving dish every family in our community knows. I had appetizers and side dishes, and of course, salad and dessert. Sarah then put the container on the table and started unloading food onto her empty plate. Everyone was watching as my eyes widened up. I asked what she was doing, and she said she brought her own food to eat since she won't eat what I cooked. I was stunned. I politely asked if there was a reason for that, and she shook her head. I asked if she was vegan. She said no. I asked if she was allergic to anything at the table, and she said no. I asked if she was having an upset stomach or anything, but she said no. I asked then why not eat what I cooked for them all day. She just smiled at me, which set me off, I'm assuming. I told her that it was disrespectful for her to bring food to the Thanksgiving dinner that I was hosting. She started arguing that she gets to eat whatever she wants, whenever she wants. I said it's about basic respect and decency. Tim asked her to at least try some of the dishes I prepared, but she lashed out, telling him that him and I were being unbelievable by deciding that she should eat and what she should eat, and forcing her to take it. I said it wasn't like that, but she just got up and said she did not appreciate how I insulted her for simply not wanting to eat my food. She grabbed her stuff, excused herself, and walked out. Tim quietly followed her, and they left. I was so upset. Everyone was just staring. My husband said I should have just let it go and not comment on Sarah's food choice, but I couldn't help but feel disrespected in my own home. He said I made dinner awkward by focusing so much, honestly. Tim texted me this morning apologizing, but said I should talk to Sarah to clear the confusion, but I'm not sure if there was any confusion. She chose to bring food to my house after I cooked, especially for her and the others. Wow.
Before we started recording, we saw the title of that one, and I went a completely different direction with that. I thought that was going to be something.
Still recording.
I thought that was going to be something completely different.
Yeah. I mean, I expected, all right, maybe she had, dietary restriction. Maybe she had.
No, I thought it was like not bringing her own food. I was thinking of it as like her bringing her own dish to the thing without clearing it first. Like, hey, do you need anything? Like,
gotcha.
Because like,
she just brought her own Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like,
meal.
let me bring some some green bean casserole. Oh, you made green bean casserole as well. Well, yeah, here's another. Like, because some people do get picky about that.
Yeah.
Like I'm typically the one to cook for the holidays in my household.
Yeah.
I mean, you know this.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to my house many times for the holidays.
I've eaten your meat before.
And I would much rather have someone clear it with me ahead of time, which, I mean, you even see, I've even asked, like, you know, if there's a conversation like, hey, is anybody wanting to bring anything? If not, it's fine. I just need to know so what I know what to cook.
Yeah.
You know,
that's usually the polite thing to do is you'll ask, you know, like, hey, do you want me to bring anything or do you mind if I bring this? You know, things like that, you know. Holy, I heard that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the normal thing to do. But this is taking it to a whole nother level. She was like, apparently she was just like, no, your cooking's trash. Without actually saying it.
Yeah. Like it's the smug, like there's always two sides to a story.
Yeah.
But it's the smug smile for me, that smug smile she gave her of like, yo, get wrecked, bitch. Like, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this, and I know that nobody out there in the interwebs can see the answer to this. I know we can. I actually disagree with the answer.
Okay.
I'm going to say everyone sucks.
All right.
And the reason being is because while I understand that that's disrespectful, there is a time and place.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a situation where I would have pulled my son to the side or her or both and be like, hey, is something up? Like, did I do something wrong? That way it's one, not in front of the family. Two, at the dinner table when the food's just set and everyone's ready to eat.
Yeah.
Because to be honest here, Thanksgiving, when that food hits the table, you starving.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have been waiting for that meal all day. It is go time.
Yep.
I think that she, like, I understand her disrespect level to that. I get it. Like, you feel disrespected 100%.
Yeah.
But I can't ignore the fact that you handled it poorly.
Yeah, I don't have to ruin it for everybody else.
Yeah. Like,
just
you don't need to, like.
Because your son's girlfriend or whatever is a bitch. You know?
Yeah, you don't have to interrogate her at the table now. Like, there's a time and place for everything. Honestly, if you're that mad about it, like, excuse yourself for a second.
Yeah.
You know, tell your husband, like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Just that way you two can, like, kind of calm down for a second. Like, he can help calm you down or whatever.
Yeah.
That, like, everyone sucks here.
I actually agree with that. Yeah, because it's always super awkward when there's, like, something weird happening like that at a dinner table. Because, you know, it's really not often that you get the whole family together.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if it's basically your daughter-in-law is being a bitch, you know, just that's expected at most family functions. You know? So yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I'd say everyone sucks here. And everybody else said not the asshole, which I get where they're coming from on that. But yeah, don't you don't have to make a giant mess of it or, you know, scene at the dinner table. Bro, what is with these fucking cups? Like, I just picked it up and it did that. Like, it's trying to fucking jizz on me or something. I'm taking the lid off.
Take the lid off.
Yeah. My hand just cramped up. Okay, that was weird.
Then you just dump it on yourself?
Yeah. No, like my thumb got stuck there for a second.
Oh, I hate when that happens. We're getting old.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Everyone said not the asshole. First comment here, not the asshole. I'd feel disrespected too. Wow. Edit. Wow. Thank you everyone for the upvotes and awards. All right, whatever. Yep. The OP wasn't about the food. It was never about the food. She might as well have looked you square in the eye, cocked her leg, and peed on your son to tell you this is how it's going to be from now on. Not the asshole. You have nothing to apologize for. She was asserting herself and trying to humiliate you in front of your family and guests. Edit. I agree with some of the comments below that there is a lot more to this story than what is being described. Having said that, this woman went beyond setting a boundary. IMO. I've sat through some terrible meals with terrible company, and I have specific dietary requirements, but I have never gone to the extent of bringing my own packed lunch to a family event. Nor would I without some dialogue first.
Yeah,
I agree. There is, as we said earlier, there's definitely more context to this story. But the thing is, I do not believe you should have handled that with everyone there at the table.
You could be upset, but yeah, you don't have to make everybody else feel awkward about it.
Yeah, let's get past all this massive jargon here. Good Lord.
This is a hot one.
Can we find one that... Oh, my God.
Usually if you go and click on it, it'll collapse it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Not the asshole. You asked about allergies and other concerns, which are totally acceptable reasons. You didn't ask, you interrogated. Like, especially with how she described it, you interrogated her. Now, I'm not saying that the wife, she's a bitch. Like,
absolute fucking...
Yeah, but no, you don't interrogate someone at the dinner table.
I mean, you can ask, it'll be like, is it dietary? Is it allergies? No. Okay, you're just a bitch. All right, cool. Move on.
Done deal. Yeah, we're out. I think that's pretty easy. Let us know what you think in the comments on that one. yeah, if you ever been through something like this, I without a doubt say everyone sucks here. We agree.
Yep.
Awesome. Let's move forward.
I like touching you.
Oh, well.
This is a very sus episode.
The thumbnail is not going to be our normal one of us on there. It's going to be both of us table, but never mind.
No.
Burt Reynolds on a bearskin rug. Anyways, next up, am I the asshole for not wanting to bring my newborn to Thanksgiving? As someone who has a kid, this might hit home. Let's see. I, 24 female, am currently 34 weeks pregnant with my first child, my mom's first grandchild. I am due November 8th of this year. Hey, November, baby. Let's go.
Hey.
My parents just recently bought a actually, as of recording this, happy birthday. This was 2 years ago. They're 2 now.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to whoever you are. My parents just recently bought a prefab home that will be delivered in mid-October. Well, my mom wants to have family Thanksgiving at their new house this year, which is fine, but by the time my baby comes, he will only be 1 or 2 weeks old, if that. Well, a couple days ago, my mom came up to me and said, "You are going to Thanksgiving." I told her, although I would love to go, my baby will still be way too young to be out and be around a large group of people like that, and I would not be comfortable going to that as well, since it is RSV season, which is very harmful to a newborn whose immune system isn't yet developed. Not only that, but I will still be healing from having him and trying to get in BV to a routine.
I think it's just into a routine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I said this, she was not happy and stated, "No, you will be going because you will hand off the baby and take a nap and get a break." And also that everyone is going to want to meet him.
Flashback to
Which I just got triggered. Which I understand, but still. So that's when I firmly told her, "No, I won't." Because again, I am not comfortable with that. And everyone besides her, my dad and my significant other's parents, will be meeting him. Everyone else will have to wait until after 6 weeks to meet him. So that's when she got really upset and said I wasn't being fair and that because I am still her daughter, I still have to do what she says. I am 24 with my own house and married. After she said, I just told her I will not be going for health and safety of the baby, and she will just have to accept that. So am I the asshole for not wanting to bring such a tiny newborn to Thanksgiving?
You are the asshole for using the wrong accept. But in this situation, no, you are absolutely not an asshole. Taking the health and safety of yourself, and then, but more importantly, your child is above all else. There are going to be many more Thanksgivings.
I want everyone who's watching this right now to click on the button that has our name on it. It takes you to our YouTube profile. Or if you're listening, click on our name. It takes you to any listening site profile. I want you then to click on the Evil Mothers episode and watch how quickly I got triggered in that episode and understand why I got triggered in that episode. OP. If ever you see this, I want you to know one very valuable thing. You are not the asshole. You did nothing wrong.
In fact, we're just going to go and say,
yeah,
because everybody should know, no, you're not being a fucking asshole.
I cannot stress the importance of what OP said. The first 3 to 6 weeks of that newborn's life.
Critical.
Critical.
Yep.
You have to make sure that that baby is in a safe environment, in a clean environment. Ain't nobody kissing that baby. Ain't nobody holding that baby. And I swear to any God you believe in, do not ever let your fucking family guilt you into bringing that baby around.
Nope.
This bullshit of you're going to go take a break because I told you so. No, God damn it. This is
the bigger bullshit. You're still my daughter. You have to listen to me. No, I'm a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Like, you do not have any power over me anymore. Like, there's respect. And then there's being a slave, basically. Like, you know, that's two totally separate things.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a level of respect, and I think that I speak this from experience, and I would love for the viewers to comment down below. This is one of those times I really would love to hear what y'all think. There's a level of respect. However, that respect goes out the window once you become an adult, because When you're a kid, yeah, I get it. Respect your elders, especially your parents, like, sure.
Yeah.
But when you become an adult, that respect needs to be earned by your parents.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Most parents who are good to their kids understand, oh, my kid's an adult now. They're making their own decisions. Okay. Yeah, I respect that. I'm not going to imply or input my will into their decisions. That's wrong of me to do. Some parents, like this, will go, fuck no, I'm still making your decisions for you because I'm your parent. That's wrong. That's inconsiderate. They don't respect you. That's end of story, period. OP, stand your ground.
Yep.
I remember.
Lock your door.
Yep. When we had our son was born November 18th, right before Thanksgiving. I told everyone, and my wife told all of her family, we are not going to be at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
We are going to be in our little 2-bedroom apartment. Our son's going to be sleeping. He's going to be taken care of. He's going to do his thing. If y'all want to bring food by the house, that's fine. Drop it off. We appreciate it, but ain't nobody stopping to visit, and we ain't coming out because he is in a very, very critical point. As a newborn, as an infant, there's a time in which it is a critical, mission critical on you do this and this and this and this to make sure baby's safe. End of story. And guess what? Most of them respected it.
Yeah.
Some of them definitely were like, let's come in and see the baby. No, we set the precedence. You are not coming in the house. You want to bring us food? Thanks. That is not your scapegoat to get in this goddamn house.
No.
End of story. Not the asshole. Let's see what they had to say. Not the asshole. You have the right to refuse an invitation, especially one that puts your health at risk. Fuck your health. Baby's health.
Yeah, honestly.
I just don't hang on. Who was the OP? Poison Ivy. Okay. I want to make sure I know if OP said anything. All right. Let's see. I want to close this one. Let's see. Not the asshole. Talk to your husband about not letting anyone in on Thanksgiving because I have a suspicion that she and others will show up to meet the baby. See? Yeah. Keep the doors locked. Amen. It's very important. And I know a lot of people might out there who don't have kids might not know this, but it's just very important to know how critical that time is.
Yeah.
If you ever have friends who have babies, if any of your family ever has babies, just understand that first 3 to 6 weeks, you need to listen to everything they say when it comes to their kid, because you want to, oh my God, it's such a cute baby. I want to kiss on the forehead. What you don't realize that kiss could literally be a kiss of death.
Yeah, absolutely.
End of story. Cool. I think we have a pretty good solid point here on this one. Do you have any other?
No, I mean, it's pretty open and shut. No, your mom's a bitch.
Yep. You are not the asshole. Moving on.
Am I the asshole for telling my husband he deserved to be called an idiot by my sister for what he told her kids during Thanksgiving dinner?
Let's find out.
Interesting. I'm going to scroll down a little bit right there. All right, cool.
Oh, perfect.
Oof. First Thanksgiving without our beloved brother-in-law. Sister's husband, 30s, passed away months ago from serious medical condition.
Okay, now I feel bad for laughing at the oof. God damn.
Our condolences.
Our condolences. I promise I did not laugh. I didn't read ahead. I laughed at the oof because I've never heard a statement start like that on Reddit.
No.
So,
well, I mean, anyway.
Yeah.
So he and my sister and their kids used to come spend Thanksgiving at my parents' house every year. This year, and seeing how sad my sister has been, we weren't sure whether she wanted to join us, but we were surprised when she showed up with her kids while we were about to eat and brought her youngest sister-in-law too. We were happy to see them. My sister took off her jacket and sat down at the table, and we started eating and talking about a bunch of stuff when my husband stopped and casually pointed at the empty chair and said, "Damn, that's where Thomas used to sit wearing that same brown trucker jacket and talk about his plans for the future even when sick." I looked at my sister and saw her grudgingly staring at him as he went on to speak to the kids, directly asking if they missed Daddy, and they nodded. Okay. He then looked at my sister, then back at the kids and said, "Oh, please don't be so sad because Daddy's just gone to sleep just like we all do, except that he won't ever wake up." What the fuck? We were all shocked as my niece started crying suddenly, and my sister got up from her chair and started unloading on my husband, calling him an idiot and that he should have kept his mouth shut and not talked to the kids like that. My husband got up from his seat and got into an argument with her, and I got involved trying to calm them down, but my sister told her sister-in-law to get the kids ready to leave and took her stuff. I tried to follow, but she told me to leave her alone. I've done enough already. I went back inside, and my husband said he was just trying to comfort the kids and didn't understand why she went off on him like that. I was pretty upset, and later at night, my sister called saying her kids are now traumatized and terrified of sleeping, thinking that they too won't wake up just like her dad after what my husband told them. I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Then literally got into a big argument with him as he tried to say he's the victim, and my sister was overstepping by calling him an idiot and humiliating him in front of the whole family. I said he deserved to be called an idiot, and more after the messed up line he told me he told the kids and let him know that he just traumatized his niece and nephew while this whole situation was preventable. He threw his hands up in frustration and took phone and bag and left the apartment after saying we were all being too much and unfair to him over an innocent attempt to comfort the kids. He thinks I should be with him, not against him. Context, and in case it's relevant, my husband has always disliked my brother-in-law, and they were never close, and that is why I was dumbfounded when he mentioned him at the table. Most of my family are saying he did it to be malicious, but he says they're wrong and they need to get over themselves. He even said he'd return the similar gifts my brother-in-law used to get for the kids on Christmas after this. Wow. This dude's a fucking idiot. Like, that's how is that comforting in the event of any kind of loss? Oh, you miss him? That's fucked. That's extra fucked. Especially to kids.
I'm just trying to put myself in a place where I could even think like that.
I can't.
Yeah.
Like, if that was honestly an attempt to comfort somebody,
you fucked up.
Brother, you missed the mark by a long shot. My man is fucking the Cowboys kicker from a couple years ago.
Well, also for the fact that, like, this clearly states that he didn't even like the dude.
Yeah.
He never liked him.
So that will automatically come off as malicious because apparently everybody knew this. So,
like, if you felt bad, like, yeah, bring it up and just, have that moment with the adults, if you will, and be like, man, I wish I could have, buried that hatchet before.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I never get that opportunity back, and that's it. But you don't fucking say that to the kids, man.
No.
Like,
and now especially that they won't ever be able to sleep ever again.
No.
Not for a few weeks at the very least. Like,
no, not remotely.
So yeah, so you not only said some fucked up shit, but then now you're basically sister-in-law is going to have to deal with that for the next month, 2 months, life potentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stay straight away. No, not the asshole.
Yeah. No, you're not the asshole. This dude's an idiot. Also, there's something I want to point out in this, and I'm not going to do our communication thing, but I am going to say this, and I believe you and I will think very similarly on this, and that is, it was, where was it? It was, let's see. He thinks I should be with him, not against him, right? And how she was vehemently, like, speaking with him after the fact about this. Like, she called him an idiot in the heat of the moment, but the discussion came after. I want to point something out very important here. OP, I actually think you handled this as well as you possibly could.
Yeah. Because
I'm a firm believer in you never handle issues or dramatic situations with your spouse in public.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you always have to agree with them, but you damn sure shouldn't be like, no, that motherfucker's a dumbass. Like,
No.
This situation, yeah. But I also find the term idiot to be a pinch on the skin. you could have said so many worse things.
I would have said many worse things.
Oh, I would have laid into this motherfucker.
I might have decked the dude personally.
Yeah. But like OP did this very well and then really laid in after everyone was gone. Like they were back home. Dude, not the asshole.
Definitely not the asshole.
My brain, I'm trying so hard to wrap my brain around how someone would even process like that.
I don't know. I mean, and everybody else agrees.
Yeah.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Like,
but your husband is a huge fucking asshole. How the fuck was he comforting those kids? Why are you with this guy? I lost my mother when I was 10. It fucking sucked. If someone would have said something like that to me about my dead parent, like your husband did to those kids, I'd have spat in his face. Shameful. Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm upvoting that shit. God damn it.
Yeah.
No. Oh, it's archived.
Yeah,
fuck.
Archived. Yeah, so this is from 2 years ago. So
yeah. Let's see. Not the asshole. Husband is asshole. At first I thought, okay, he messed up. It was a genuine mistake. We all make mistakes, and sometimes misunderstood how to act socially.
Oh yeah. If he had come back and said, yeah, that's my bad, guys, like that, because it can be awkward trying to deal with grieving people, I shouldn't say dealing with, that's bad, but it's trying to interact with grieving people, I should say.
Let's speak fairly and candidly here. We both know how that fucking feels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like we're not idiots in this situation. Like we're not dumb to the situation.
Definitely not.
But I agree with you. However, this motherfucker doubled down.
Yeah. You can't be doubling down on that.
No. Like he went, oh, I fucked up? Nah. Like
no, I'm the victim.
I want to see if anybody said otherwise. I want to really go to the bottom here. We got a lot. Hang on.
I was thinking potentially this as well, like
is your husband diagnosed with something that affects his abilities for appropriate, i.e. normal social interactions? I feel like that would have been
that's the like, and I'm not trying to give it a pass by any means, but like that's the only reason I can think of a normal human being would have done something like that, is if he had potentially some sort of.
But here's the thing. If you knew that as a spouse, would you be posting it about it on Reddit? Probably not.
Yeah, didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Like, I don't think someone would be that much of an asshole to go, hey, so my husband is socially inept and has this, this XYZ, problem going on in his brain. But here's where I want to know if he was an asshole. Yeah. No, he's not a goddamn asshole. You're an asshole for posting this. Like,
you mean future ex-husband, right?
Right. Let's see. I really want to know if I don't think anybody said it, but yeah, I think this is pretty cut and dry. Cool.
I don't see where anybody says that he's not an asshole in this situation.
Yeah, no.
Like the OP is definitely not the asshole.
OP not an asshole at all. No. And again, just to close this, I would have probably said not the asshole still, even in this event, but especially with the fact, it's just, you called him an idiot and then handled it maturely by going off on him afterwards.
She did not call him an idiot. The sister called him an idiot.
Okay. Yeah. Then definitely not the asshole. There you go. Okay. Last up, I believe this is me.
Yep.
Am I the asshole because I left during Thanksgiving dinner because there wasn't any food left? As a large food-loving man like myself, I'd have done the same. No, anyways, so I am a 31 male. Is this me? Lives in a state with no family. Is this me?
I mean, I think your username is Extreme Idiot Savant, right?
Well, I got caught. Nor do I have the money to fly to the other side of the country. So my friends invited me to Thanksgiving dinner. I know most of my friends' family, so it wasn't like I didn't know anyone. Well, my friend asked me to pitch in, bring a side and a dessert. No problem. Low on money. I spend my dinner money from last night on dessert today. Starving myself for a feast today. That's, if you're, okay. So I spend the day with my friends, helping and preparing Thanksgiving since 8 a.m. By 5 p.m., the food was done. My friend asked me if I would like to go walk to buy some weed with her to smoke before eating. So we head out on a 40-minute mission. While we were gone, my friend's mother and stepfather and 3 brothers show up after my friend's spouse told them we were having a small dinner due to the budget. So they show up while we're gone and demolish the entire dinner before me and my friend get back with the weed. Luckily for my friend, their spouse was able to save them a plate, but I unfortunately didn't get one. So starving, aggravated, and a tad bit hurt, I packed the belongings and left without really saying goodbye. Upon getting home, I checked my phone to see my friends, others that were there, not the one I left with, said it was an asshole move to leave, saying I could have stayed and played games with them, dominoes, while drinking. But who wants to drink while starving? Like, it's been over 24 hours since I last ate. I don't want to get drunk. Am I the asshole?
Damn. I mean, first off, that sucks. Like, especially if you're in like a financial situation like that and you're looking forward to like basically gorging yourself after starving yourself for a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can definitely understand. And then, that's getting into hangry territory for sure.
I have one question about this. And it's okay if it's a no, of course, but like, I wonder if his friends know that he's in a rough financial situation.
I don't know.
Because I feel like if they did, that would definitely put a much stronger connotation to the story.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, you should have saved me a fucking plate. However, that would not change the outcome. I don't think you're an asshole at all. Because so it was, let's see. So we had on a 40-minute mission while we were gone. My friend's mother and stepfather and 3 brothers show up after my friend's spouse told them we were having a small dinner due to the budget. Friend's spouse is an asshole.
Yeah.
Primary number 1. You knew that you were having a small dinner. Don't fucking invite more people unless they're planning on bringing food. The mother, the stepfather, and the 3 brothers are assholes for not bringing a damn thing to this dinner and just showing up to eat.
I mean, they just said they showed up, so I don't know if they were necessarily invited. So my friend's mother, so basically
after my friend's spouse told them we were having a small dinner due to the budget.
But I think it's saying we're having a small dinner, trying to imply don't fucking come over.
I think that's where we need more context.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't necessarily call friend's spouse an asshole and just because like we need more context on that.
I'll give you that.
The way I'm reading it, I think friend's spouse is trying to say don't fucking show up to this house.
Yeah, so, I'll give you that.
Yeah, but
at the same time, I think that's where like friend and friend's spouse needs to like stop them at the door and be like, hey, we told you you're not here to eat. We're having a small dinner with our friends. Like, you need to go home. Like, that's where you need to set those boundaries. Because now OP, who has nothing to do with that family whatsoever outside of just being friends, is stiffed out of the food they brought and the food they were planning to eat and the food they were waiting to, like, they had waited to eat. They were happy for this.
Yeah.
They just went with their friends, so their friend wasn't going to be alone on a walk to go get some bud and come back. Like,
yeah.
You're not the asshole.
I mean, and they just politely, like they didn't say anything, but they didn't also cause a scene either. They
just packed up their stuff and left.
Yep. So.
I see the edit. So I didn't make it clear enough. The host had asked me to walk with them for company. She didn't want to go get her weed alone. See? And being the friend I am, I agreed because it was that or play Pokemon. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not the asshole.
No, not the asshole at all.
Yep. Everybody else agrees.
Yeah, everyone else agrees here. I'm curious what the comments are going to say. Not the asshole, and your friend's family are incredibly selfish assholes. I'd have done much more than just left if I came back and all the food was gone. Yeah, I mean, I'd have gone off. Like, I'd have been like, yo, like,
where's the food?
Yeah.
I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah. Or at that point, I'd look to be like, oh, so y'all decided to show up without bringing food? All right, say less. Why don't you go get some food and bring it back for us? Like,
you owe me a Big Mac or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Not the asshole, and this holiday is supposed to be about caring, sharing, and giving. What a bunch of assholes these people are. I mean, that's fair. Not the asshole, and none of these people, including the host, are your friends. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was just like people have intrusive families sometimes, and they'll show up, and then some people have trouble saying no, so.
Yeah.
It's an awkward situation for sure.
Yeah, I think that some of these people here are definitely going to be more in the line of like asshole for sure, those friends. But like, for instance, the one that asked you to go get the weed, not an asshole.
No.
Like, they didn't know. Some of those friends who were just there by happenstance, just to hang out, not assholes. I definitely say that the friend whose parents and brothers showed up and the spouse, I would err on the side of asshole, but I need more context.
Yeah.
But the mother or the mother, the stepfather or whatever figure, and the brothers, assholes, all assholes.
Mm-hmm.
I like that's one thing I will always make sure of is if I go to someone's house, if there's food involved, I do this to you all the time where I'll be like, hey, do you need anything?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want to just show up and eat.
Yeah.
And there's times where you'll tell me like, yeah, bring this, or no, just come eat. Like, it's the same thing. It goes back and forth. Anybody I hang out with, I do the exact same thing. That's how you handle those situations. You should, if you're going to call me, oh, you're having a small dinner. Can we bring anything? We can stop by the store real quick and grab something, or what have you. You need sodas, whatever. So I think that's it on that one.
Yep. And that's it on this episode.
Yes. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. So we hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Go spend it with your friends, family, have a merry giving time, and get ready to then decorate for the holiday after that, which is Black Friday.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm going to
break out the boxing gloves.
Decorate my shotgun.
Anyways, but no, we're going to head out of here. Go ahead and click that button that's behind me. It is the subscribe button. We appreciate everybody who watches, but we definitely want to hit some solid levels of subscribers. So please subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Go check out what YouTube recommends, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Later.